Did you know that for centuries, people believed sleeping in the same room as a deceased loved one was essential for both the living and the dead? It sounds strange to us now, but before modern funerals and embalming became the norm, this practice was incredibly common all over the world. Imagine this: a family member passes away, and instead of being taken to a funeral home, their body stays right there, inside the house, for several days. Family and friends would gather, holding what was known as a wake or a watch. They wouldn't just sit there during the day. They would sleep in the same room as the deceased, often taking turns staying awake through the night, surrounded by the soft glow of candles. Now you might think this was just about mourning, and that was certainly a big part of it. It was a way to say a final, personal goodbye. But there was a much deeper, more mystical reason behind this tradition. Many cultures held a strong belief that a spirit could become restless or lost if the body was left unattended. The idea was that the soul lingered for a while after death, and it needed guidance to move on to the afterlife. Leaving the body alone was considered risky. Some feared that the spirit might get confused and try to return, unable to find its way. Others had a more chilling concern, that if the body was left unguarded, an evil entity or a malevolent force could try to possess it. So, by staying close, sleeping in the same room, and keeping a constant vigil, the living weren't just protecting themselves. They were acting as spiritual guardians for the deceased. They were ensuring the soul's safe passage to whatever came next. This tradition wasn't isolated to one small village. It was widespread across Europe, parts of Asia, and even in early colonial societies. People would sometimes place heavy objects on the coffin or tie the deceased's toes together, all rooted in this fear of the dead returning. These ancient customs, born from a mix of love, grief, and superstition, have profoundly shaped the funeral practices we have today. The modern wake, where we visit a funeral home to pay our respects, is a direct descendant of those intimate, candlelit nights spent watching over the dead in their own homes. It is a fascinating look at how our ancestors confronted mortality and the mysteries of the great beyond. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the strange and surprising traditions of our past. See you next time.